Well, good morning, sighted friend. This is Mitty Man coming at you again from Walker's Music with yet another word for the day. We want to say we give God all the praise and glory and honor as usual. And we thank God for each and every one of you sighted friends. You know who you are. It's early Tuesday morning. It's around about 5:15. I guess y'all saying, well, what in the world Mitty Man doing up so early? Well, people, I get up early like this almost every day. Hardly ever I lie or in bed too long. I'm an early morning person. I've always been an early morning person. My best time is in the morning, so I try to rise early. I go to bed late and rise early. I know I need proper rest and stuff. Sometimes I get so keyed and wired, I have to move. But nevertheless, and also, I'm all fired up because of that great grandbaby Ren. I'm all keeping her this week. And so that gives me an extra boost of energy, knowing that I'm gonna have her, and so that makes it all worth the while. But really, truly, what I want to say to everybody this morning, I always try to give y'all a good word, in other words, and something that I'll be dealing with, and something that I see that is very much lacking in our church, in our society as a whole. Not to condemn or judge anyone, but to bring up all of us to bring the words of Christ into our remembrance, and let us realize that we say that we want to be like God, and if we want to be like God, we are all His offspring, so we should have His characteristics, and we should work and strive toward that mark. Needless to say, we know that we all have problems, we all have issues, we don't have it all figured out just yet, but nevertheless, we should be striving with the Holy Ghost aid to become molded and shaped in the image of Jesus Christ. And then one of the things, as my title of this video says, integrity and reliability. Those are two things that is very, very, this is key with me. This is mostly why I try to be consistent in doing what I do. God told me to teach, and I do that. God also commanded that I help. I try to do that the best I can. But you can't help people that don't want to be helped. Let me tell you something. You cannot help people that don't want to be helped. But you do what you can do, and then you cut the deck. I've noticed a lot of things about people in this world, and the people that I've dealt with in the past and in the present, about integrity, reliability. It tells us in the book of Proverbs, I think around 25th chapter, Proverbs, about 19th verse, I believe, it said, having confidence or placing confidence in a person that doesn't have any integrity. In other words, placing confidence in an unreliable person in a time of trouble is just like having a broken tooth or a lame foot. I'm paraphrasing. In other words, what the preacher was telling us is that when you place confidence in a person that has no integrity, you cannot, and you place confidence in them in a time of need or trouble. That's just like having a broke tooth. You can't eat, you can't bite on a broken tooth, and a lame foot, you cannot stand on it. In other words, you cannot. Some people, you just cannot rely on anything they say. And that's a bad way to be. That's a bad way to be. In other words, we all have issues. And sometimes we have things that happen to other people that will not allow us to do certain things that we would sometimes. But it don't happen every time. We got some people, no matter what they tell you, you just cannot count on nothing. Mitty Man, I'm going to say this, and I want to make this video too long. I'm not going to make an excuse to no one about something that I failed to do. I just tell them I didn't do it. Yes, I knew. I just didn't get to it. Sorry. We'll go from there. But I will let a person know. I'm just one key. That's just one of my pet peeves. People try. You got a telephone. Everybody now can communicate. You got email. You got cell phone. You got Buku. You got Roku. You got all kinds of cools now that you can communicate. And for you and mean to just disrespect other people's time. You are wasting other people's time when you got them waiting on you for something, and you just fail not to just even let them know what time it is. I would never do that intentionally to anyone. If you ask me something, if I tell you I'm going to do something, you can look for it. Minute Man going to try to do it. It may take him a day or two, but Minute Man will get to it, and he's going to have a reason, not an excuse, to tell you the reason why something didn't get done. And there ain't going to be no excuse. I just tell you, I forgot, period. Or something else came up, I had something else I had to do. Because the one thing about it, you should take care of your own business now. Make certain that you take care of your business. You don't be worried about my business until your business is taken care of. Then if you don't take care of your business, you can't take care of anybody else. But if you promise a person something, that's what my great-grandmama raised me. She taught me that you will know better than your word. When you say something and you commit yourself to something, be there. And if you can't be there, make certain that you got a doggone good reason not to do it. And always let a person know something. And so people, this is what I say about integrity. Integrity and reliability. Once a person finds out that you cannot be relied on, I wouldn't want that reputation. Not me. I wouldn't want that reputation. I want a person. Right now, I got a guy on one of the collaboration sites that I use. He's from India. And God knows he have invited me to about 3 or 4 of his projects already. Each time, even to just this morning about 4 o'clock, I was looking at one of his projects. He just invited me to this morning, and he's from India. And he knows that if he tells me something what he wants me to do, he knows he's gonna be there before I even get there, because he knows I'm gonna do it. People, we need to be that's just a small example. But what I'm talking about, integrity and reliability, is we said we belong to God. Yeah, we do. We should care everything about time. God is a God of time. He does everything right on time. He's never early, but he's never late. And we should also be that. I would rather, I'm like that when I'm going to rehearsal, church, service, whatever I'm involved in. I would rather be 3 hours early than to be 3 minutes late. Oh, no. I'd rather sit 3 hours waiting on something to happen than to be 3 minutes late. That's just my take on it. I got a I treasure time because it's very precious. We don't have a whole lot of it. And so I'm not going to waste your time waiting on me to be at a place, and I done told you I'm going to be there at 6, and then you be there at 6, and I come at 7:30. No. That's a no-no. You're wasting people's time. It's just better for you to just say, I'm not going to do it, than to say I'm going to do it and don't. In other words, it's better to not make a vow than to make one and don't keep it. That's what the Bible says, people. So that's just a little old take from me, man. I hope to see someone from Bible study tonight. We got some things planned if the Holy Ghost allows it. We're going to deal with tonight. We are in the end time, people. We know that. We're going to be talking about some things, and more likely going to come from the Sunday school that we had on this past week, because we need to get back into that love walk. And that love walk is the acid test that we are servants of the Most High God. So with that being said, people, remember this: whatever you get into, if God is not in it, please, ma'am, please, sir, come on out of it. And as my brother L.A. said, and in a video that I just not too long ago looked and viewed, he was speaking about there's nothing wrong with prosperity. That's the same thing as I'm speaking this morning with reliability and integrity. There's nothing wrong with prosperity, like he said, but don't forget God. In other words, don't lose your mind. Gain money and then lose your mind. No. We thank Brother L.A. for that. And with that being said, this Middy Man, we're going to say, hopefully we'll see some of you tonight. But if not, God bless you still. And may all your days be joyful. And may you prosper in your health and your pocketbook. And make certain that you give. That's the key. Love and give. That is the way of Christ. This is Middy Man saying peace. Good day.